Hello and welcome all you football fans for another installment of High School Football on YSNLive.com. We are here in the friendly confines of Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, home of the Austintown Fitch Falcons for this Week 4 battle between the Fitch Falcons and the visiting St. Ignatius Wildcats. Fitch 2-1 on the season. St. Ignatius is 1-2. Ignatius won the toss. They elected to defer, so receiving the first half kickoff are the Falcons. Both Davion Pritchard as well as Dan Evans III back ready to receive the kickoff. Out ready to kick, Tommy Kilbane for the Wildcats. Start time temperature just around 70 degrees, maybe teetering a degree below, but beautiful temperature to watch a football game. Some dark clouds overhead, but we're all clear and good to go. We might have a threat of rain, but nothing more than that from what we're hearing. Kick is good. It's away. Davion Pritchard takes it from the back of the end zone. It's called and ruled a touchback, and that one will be brought out to the 25. Falcons 2-1 on the season, winning Week 1 against Euclid on the road. They lost a close heartbreaker to Central Valley from Pennsylvania in Week 2, and they came back on the road again, beating Glen Oak. So Falcons 2-0 on the road, 0-1 at home, looking to turn the tides in front of the home faithful, but it's going to be a tough test. Regardless of record, the St. Ignatius Wildcats are the real deal. Deshaun Vaughn comes out leading the team, averaging over 160 yards passing per game, 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. He's going to go running first play of the game, looking for the edge. He slips by the first initial tackler, gets a good gain on a makeshift improvisation play, and he'll set up second down and short now for Fitch. Wildcats averaging 11 points a game, giving up 29.3. The snap, the handoff. DeAndre Richard gets the carry, and he gets the edge and the first down. DeAndre Richard penciled in as the starting running back today for the Falcons, as DJ Williams deals with some injuries, unable to play today. So the young man Richard, freshman, getting some looks, and he gets a first down for Fitch. Falcons trying to continue rolling after the first down, looking to jump someone off sides. Good discipline shown by the Wildcats. Vaughn gets the call from his head coach Parker, feeding from the far sideline. He relays it to his team at the line. Out of the shotgun, 3 receiver set, the snap, the handoff again to Richard. Richard looking for a hole, finds the pocket, spins his way out of the first tackler, but the reinforcement of Wildcats come through to get the tackle. Let's see where they mark him down. There was some pushing back and forth. Looks like they're going to give him the 40. So, second down, about half the yardage the Falcons needed on that first down play. Nearing the midfield mark, St. Ignatius looking to force Fitch to their first third down of the drive. 4 receiver set, single back on the right hip of Vaughn. Goes back to Richard. Richard up the gut, follows his blockers, gets some more yardage, but Ignatius does hold him to a third down. So the Wildcats looking for a big defensive stop. Fitch trying to continue the drive as they near the midfield mark. Beautiful temperature, good crowd in attendance today. Both squads, of course, the Falcons being at home, show a good crowd. St. Ignatius have plenty of fans that travel with them that are faithful. They're here in attendance today. Near the 50, reinforcements coming, looking like blitz from the Wildcats. Breaking out of the pocket, rolling to his right, finding an opening, a flag in the backfield. Vaughn will be past the first down marker, but this one likely coming back. Let's see. And it was a holding call on the Falcons, so back them up 10. And this is going to set up a third down and long now for Fitch. Folks, we want to thank you so much for tuning in to Friday Night Lights here on YSNLive.com, your home of over 20-plus high school football games throughout the Northeast Ohio region and beyond. ysnlive.com/live. Get your full list of live games on the network tonight, including this one, completely free to stream at home, thanks in part to our wonderful sponsors. Falcons now 3rd down and long, got some work to do, empty backfield for Vaughn, trips to his left, takes the snap, looks to throw over the middle, sliding. Dom Perry makes the catch near the marker. I don't think they're going to give it to him. Let's see where it is. They say move the chains. So the near side official came in with a point, said move the chains. It's a 1st down catch for Dom Perry. And a nice target, nice find by Vaughn to Perry. It's been one of his favorite targets this season, and Perry picks up a big 1st down after the holding call. Fresh set of downs as the Falcons are on their own 45-yard line looking to get in Wildcat territory. And a false start going to be called. Allen Hill, sophomore, near side on the receiver. He's going to get called for it. Started the break a little too early. This will back Fitch up 5. Falcons being the home team, and after losing the coin toss and forced to have the first possession of the game, imperative to the Falcons that they get that initial score and set tempo. It's been a battle. 1st down, 15 to go now after the penalty. Sending one into motion, that's Dan Evans the 3rd. The handoff went to Richard. Richard looks like he got back to the original line of scrimmage, so give him 5 on the carry. 2nd down and 10 now set up for Fitch. Dropping one back to the linebackers, feeding off a play call, relaying it Vaughn. 2 each way receivers, bringing that running back. Phillips now to his right hip. Devin Phillips in as back. 4 receivers set for the Falcons. 2nd down and 10. Keeper himself, Vaughn, goes to the outside, gets 5+, pushed out of bounds. It'll be 3rd down and short, but Fitch now in Wildcat territory past the 50. Falcons need about 3 yards to get the first, set up at the Ignatius 45. Try to tap into the big boys up front. Greg Hansen Jr., Garrett Butchko, Jacob Papish. Defensive line, they're bringing reinforcements up at the line. Wildcats looking for the stop, the handoff, looking for the hole. Got the stop, the pushback. It's 4th down. DeAndre Richard picked up maybe a yard, half a yard if that. And now 4th down set up for the Falcons. Decision time. Do you elect to go for it? Looks like they're keeping the offense out, making the substitution. Richard checks out. Devin Phillips checks in, the backup back slated for tonight. Needing 2 yards, the snap. Carrying himself, Vaughn gets tackled as they brought the reinforcements, and the Wildcats will take over near midfield. A turnover on downs ends the Falcons' first drive, and we'll take our first look now at the St. Ignatius Wildcats offense. Led by Joshua Papish, the quarterback for Ignatius. Going to be working with multiple backs, Grant Washington, Max Ritt, to name a few. Danny Raffin, Jonathan Merrimee, Luke Sims, Caleb Cupp, and Jordan Rodman, some of the targets going to be featured in tonight's game for the Wildcats. Papish back out of the shotgun, goes handoff up the gut, gets a nice solid run for about 6 or 7 yards on the initial carry. Looked like Grant Washington was on the carry, and it was. Give him 7, 2nd and 3 now coming up for the Wildcats. Wind blowing with St. Ignatius going down the field. Shifting, tight ends around, taking the snap, going fake on the handoff, play action, looking open downfield. Reinforcements come, Papish has to get rid of it, and he chucks it out of bounds. And third down coming up. Papish had a little bit of extended time, but by the time he got himself set outside of the pocket, a flock of Falcons came rushing him, and he had to make the smart play, get it out of bounds. Third down coming up. 3 yards needed for the Wildcats. Papish, fullback and halfback, set up in the backfield with him. Takes the snap. Tries to go up the middle. Nice pushing by the Falcons. It's close to a first, but a closed fist is shown. It's fourth down. In Falcon territory, likely gonna go for it. Not even thinking about bringing the special teams on. Papish getting the call from his head coach. Call relayed from Franzinger. Ignatius needs a yard. That Falcon 41 is their goal. Papish comes in, multiple options, running back each hip and behind him. They go up the middle. That's going to be a first down as near the 40. As the Wildcats will be set up with a fresh set of downs in Falcon territory, looking for the first score of the game. Nice formation on that play, working to get the yards needed. Got 2, but you needed 1, so did its job and worked. A lot of time already burned off the clock here in the first quarter. We're under 5.5 to play. Papish out of the shotgun, putting one into motion. St. Ignatius takes the snap. Few step drop back, initially blitzed as Papish again has to toss it and get it out of bounds. That's the second time the Falcon rush at the line has gotten and infiltrated the pocket, chasing Papish out of it and forcing him to make another incompletion out of bounds. But again, it's what you'd rather do than try to force it downfield. 2 smart tosses by Papish, staying patient in the pocket. Second down and 10 now coming up for the Wildcats. Whistle's going to be blown. And they're making a comment on Luke Sims, the receiver, for the usage of, I believe, bands on the legs. Official saw that, said can't have that. He has to come out for the play. Keeper themselves. Papish goes down near the pocket. The Falcons again brought the rush. Got a loss on the tackle. It's 3rd and 12. One for one on third down conversions this drive, but this one a little bit longer. So Coach Franzinger and staff will look to draw up something unique to get the 12 yards needed on this play. Spreading things out now, the Wildcats still keep a single back in the backfield with Papish. One into motion. Taking the snap. Looking downfield on the toss. Quick release. Got the completion. The tackle near the 30. But it's going to be a 4th down again. Right on the line. So it's 4th and short. No doubt you think Ignatius is going to go for it again. Do they set up the same play that got the first down initially when they needed about a yard? Good play by Papish and the Wildcats to get a big chunk on 3rd and set up a 4th down play. Looking for that Falcon 30 roughly. Again, similar setup as the last time, formation-wise. Single receiver is out wide to the left of Papish. Timeout taken, and it's going to be called by Coach Franzinger and the Ignatius Wildcats. They wanted to take a look at the defense that the Falcons were setting up with before executing the play. And now they'll go back to the huddle and talk things over. 3:29 to go here in quarter number 1. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com, back with the coverage of all the action between the St. Ignatius Wildcats and the Austintown Fitch Falcons.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Big fourth down coming up here in quarter number 1. St. Ignatius, second time they've been held to fourth today. They are 1 for 1 from this territory. I misspoke earlier on third down conversions. 1 for 1 from fourth down, and they're set up with a fourth down try once again. The snap a little bit high. It's on the ground and picked up by the Falcons on the fumble. Fitch recovers it on the turnover, and I believe jumping all over it immediately. That looked to be number 33, Dylan Crone. So Crone, the sophomore, comes through with a heads-up play, a misplay on the snap by the Wildcats. And you hate to see that after the timeout in the huddle and you talk things over. But now the Falcons get the ball back. Solid field position, few yards shy of their own 40. The snap fakes the handoff. Vaughn keeps it. Goes Dan Evans the third in the flat. He takes it himself. Oh, bobbing and weaving, putting everybody on ice. Evans gets the edge. Evans still on his feet, tackled at the 50. Great job staying with it and making the tackle. That looked to be number 8, Ben Taliak. And if Taliak doesn't make that tackle, Evans might be looking for pay dirt on that edge. Nice job staying with it. Good feet. As listing 2 strong safeties on the defense, that's one of the reasons why you do that. If you're Coach Franzinger, having extras listed in that secondary. First down, Fitch in St. Ignatius territory. Again, the play action outside the pocket. The toss downfield. Dom Perry hauls it in near the 20. Big time play. Struck for almost 30 yards on the target. And Dom Perry, off the Deshaun Vaughn feed, has the Falcons set up in the red zone at the 19. First time either team has been in the red zone today. It's been a defensively loaded first quarter. 2:44 to go in the first. Vaughn on the snap, rolling to his right, looking for a hole, gets a few yards on the edge. Flag coming in late from that far side. We're going to have to see what the call is. As we'll listen in to see this call, officiating crew chatting things over on what the call on the field was. Referee breaks from the group. Let's listen in. Holding called on the Falcons, so back them up a few yards on first. I believe that came a little bit past the line of scrimmage, but we'll see where the holding call was initiated. A little bit past, but it's now 1st and 20 set up for Fitch. So they were in the red zone for a play. A penalty backs them out of it. Now from the 30, 1st down and 20 to go. Handoff goes to Richard. Richard hits a brick wall of Wildcats and is pushed back after a gain of maybe a couple. Under 2.5 to go in this first quarter of play. Second down now set up for Fitch. And down on the play, it looks like Richard, slow to get up. So the injury coming here at 2:16 in the first. We'll take a timeout and be back after this.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Well, good news, folks, is that DeAndre Richard was able to walk off the field under his own power. That's obviously what you want to see. Never want to see any injuries to these kids on the football field. I know they're playing for their love of the sport, and they're playing for all of our entertainment. So, of course, you want to see no one come home with any injuries. So we wish the best of future health and endeavors for Mr. DeAndre Richard. Hopefully we see him back out there on the field this game. Falcons still work to do. Second down and long. Vaughn tied up. It's a sack for the Wildcats. Patrick Cooney got in on the sack. Nice speed off the edge. As the outside linebacker, Cooney, comes through, backing the Falcons up some more, and now third down and about a country mile ahead of Fitch. Taking the snap, dropping back. Vaughn breaks out to his left, asking him to go long. Toss to Allen Hill, and it's an interception. Nicely played that time. Number 23 for St. Ignatius. That's Max Whitekey. As Whitekey comes through with the INT. Deep, though, in Falcon territory, or rather Wildcat territory, pardon me. But nonetheless, St. Ignatius off the turnover will be set up at the 5. Full field in front of them, but an INT and a turnover each way, both teams. The fumble by the Wildcats, the interception by the Falcons. We got 65 seconds in this first quarter and nobody on the scoreboard. No sheriff yet in town. Wildcats will be backed up right in front of their own end zone. Papish looks to get at least a play to push them out of it and get some green behind them. The snap, they go to the handoff. The run up the gut, bumping and bruising some bodies. That's about a 7-yard run. As Alex Hill in on the tackle. Second and about 2 to go now for St. Ignatius. Maybe the last play of the quarter. Papish. 3 receivers set, goes back to the run game. Up the gut again, near the first down. The handoff went to Washington. And I believe they said move the chains. It's a first. Washington gets it for the Wildcats. 25 seconds and ticking. Let's see if St. Ignatius elects to run another play before the end of the quarter. No setup or formation to be set. They're going to let this one run to triple zeros here in quarter number 1. Well, 12 minutes of action in the books, and we couldn't decide any favor in this one. As both teams scoreless after a quarter, we'll be back with the start of the second just moments away here on ysnlive.com.
Storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
And locally, we're going to have a lot of eyes on our area.
Online.
All right, let's talk high-risk futurecast and the timing of this weather.
On social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
We've swapped sides of the field for the start of the second quarter. Ignatius back with a first down, fresh set of downs to start the second. They go to the ground game to start. Few yards on the handoff. It'll bring up second down. Looks like Foster and Kroom got in on the tackle from the handoff. Both teams been playing the ground game favorably in this first half, but haven't culminated it in any points yet as the Wildcats look to change that with this drive. Second down. Falcons able to recover a fumble in the last Wildcat drive. The snap, they go handoff in the backfield, missed that first tackle. Washington gets the edge, slips the second, and is tackled past the first down marker. Nice run by Washington as he had tacklers in the backfield with him. He was able to avoid and evade them all the way to a first. Fresh set of downs now for Ignatius, as they look to do it the long way. Starting at the 5-yard line, trying to compile a 95-yard drive. First and 10. Back on the left hip and fullback behind Papish. Out of the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right. Goes to Washington on the handoff. Washington gets stopped after a carry of about 2. Second down coming up now. Papish and the Wildcats changing formations on the fly, shifting things to his right. 2 receivers now over there. Play clock winding down, now at 10. Papish gets the call from his coach, Franzinger. Ready for the snap, takes it, hands it off. Again, going same spot, getting a couple yards, but third down now coming up for Ignatius. Needing about 6 yards for the first. Just a few shy of their own 40, St. Ignatius. Whistles being blown prior to, and I believe it was a substitution on the fly, and it is. Coach Parker calling for the substitution. One of the officials recognizing it. Now offensively, Wildcats are ready. Third down and 6 to go. The snap looking for pass. Going near side, airing it out. It is intercepted. Dan Evans, the third DE3, picks it off makes the cut past the 50 to the 40, 45, 35, 30, and now flags coming in at the end of it. Dan Evans the third, an INT and a nice return, and the Falcons right now at least set up in Ignatius territory. We'll see what these penalties are on. They came in during the tackle, but it could have been some holding. You could see some offsetting penalties here. We'll have to listen in. An illegal block in the back called on the Falcons after the INT, so 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And an injury down near the Falcon sideline over near the 30. So we're going to have to take a break, injury timeout here on the field, and we'll be back with an update after this.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Your grandmother's fine china, those trendy sneakers, your collection of hand-carved duck decoys. Auto Owners protects your home. Because, well, somebody should. That's simple human sense.
Ask Holloway Insurance in Columbiana and Lisbon if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Oh, now you do your job.
Well, folks, the injury was to St. Ignatius's Max Ritt for the Wildcats as he was carted off the field. Still in good spirits. Looked like he was as in good a spirits as you can be. Of course, our thoughts are with him and his future health and endeavors. We hope to see him back out on the field as soon as possible. Falcons first play out of the INT. They go to the ground. They get 5 and are in Ignatius territory again near the 45. The tug-of-war has been intense, to say the least, in this first half. Both these teams looking to crack first on the scoreboard, but it's been a tough road ahead trying to find any sort of seam on this defense. Both teams pitching a shutout in this first half, looking to continue it. Putting one into motion, nice quick handoff, looking for the opening. Dan Evans, the third, bulldozes his way forward past the 40. It's a first and a fresh set of downs for the Falcons. So Fitch will set up past the 40 now. Vaughn, 2 receivers each way for him option-wise. He's looking to the right, rolling out towards the left, gets past the tackler, gets the edge. He's getting close to a first, pushed out of bounds just prior to. It's second and short now for Austintown. 8:03 left to go in this first half. Falcons looking to get on the board first. It's been a defensive grudge match, to say the least. They marked Vaughn back a couple yards shy. 3 to be exact, 2nd and 3. Now for Fitch. Three receivers set. Single backfield. Phillips was back there. Vaughn looking to pass. He's going to air it out towards the end zone. Too strong, though. Off the mark. And it's a 3rd down and short. Good awareness and job by the secondary of St. Ignatius, reading that, bringing coverage as well. If the throw was on the mark, it would have to be a pretty one. It was pretty well contested down the field by the Wildcats. And now a big 3rd down coming up for St. Ignatius. If they can get the stop, try to get the ball back. You think, though, this deep in the territory of the Wildcats, Falcons likely going to go for it on 4th if they get anything positive here. And whistle is going to be blown, and a timeout going to be called by Fitch. That's their first they're going to use here in the first half. Both teams now left with 2. It's 7:56 to go here in quarter number 2 from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio. It's St. Ignatius. It's Austintown Fitch, scoreless here in the second.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife, create memorable family moments, experience history, heritage, and park programs, explore scenic landscapes, take time to relax and be well, connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro.
Out of the timeout, it's 3rd down. 3 to go for Austintown Fitch. They're set up in St. Ignatius territory. Vaughn with Devin Phillips on his left hip. Dan Evans a 3rd in motion. Vaughn keeps it himself, tries to follow his tacklers. He's close, but I don't think he got it. It's 4th down and short. We'll see what Fitch elects to do. Likely staying aggressive on offense. It's kind of like that no man's land territory once you get past the 40, but you're not quite past the 30. It's pretty long for a field goal, a punt. You're risking just giving a touchback, so it's only a few yards. Most teams like to roll the dice in this situation, and TJ Parker, one of the biggest gamblers in the area as far as rolling the dice with his team on offense, and another timeout may be taken. Let's see. And it is. Whistle's blown. Let's see who took it. And it is the Falcons. So the Falcons utilizing their 2nd timeout of the half, leaving them with 1. 7-11 on the clock, but it's been nothing but convenient for the offense on either side. As we go into one more timeout, we're going to thank our friends this time over at FCA.
My guy keeps it 100% of the time. He wants all 100, won't settle for 99. And it's more than stats because there's people in those numbers. And I was one of the lost sheep. I'm so glad he cares for all 100. I'm 100% safe, 100% free, 100% love. I can be 100% me. He gave all 100 when they put him up on that tree. That's 100% passion for 100% free. So if I play in front of 100, or if I play in front of 2, there's an audience of 1 getting 100% of what I can do.
Welcome back, everybody. Second quarter, 7-11 to go. Falcons with the ball. It's 4th down for Fitch in Wildcat territory. Wildcats, and they throw the flags. And this is going to back them up 5. False start on Fitch. And that might have changed some things now with 4th down and now 7 to go. Back behind the 35 at the 36-yard line. And yes, now the punting unit coming in. They're going to play the field position game instead. Anthony Ruggles out for his first punt attempt of the contest. Falcons' drives ended in a turnover on downs and an interception. Ruggles will look to try to aim for that coffin corner and pin the Wildcats back deep. Takes the long snap. It's a fake. He's going to toss it over top, but the pass goes nowhere as the incompletion is another turnover on downs. Second of the game for the Falcons. And at 7:06, St. Ignatius will take over near the midfield. They'll be at that 36 to start their own 36. Solid field position for the Wildcats, looking to break through. St. Ignatius having a fumble and an interception on their two drives. A lot of turnovers for both offenses in this game. It's been tough cookies to crack, these defenses. Papish and the Wildcats. Whistles blown prior to the snap. And I believe timeout. And it's Austintown Fitch calling the timeout. Last timeout of the half for the Falcons comes at 7:05. We'll take one as well here on the network.
We shall taste one bite at a time. At Valeria, bite into a taste sensation. Bite into a taste delight. Good food and fun in combination. One bite at a time till it's out of sight. We shall taste one bite at a time. At Valeria.
Back here, out of the snap, the handoff. Oh, finding a seam. Washington trips and is tackled past the 45, but a nice blitz of a run and broke away for some big yardage, did Washington. And now in one play, the Ignatius Wildcats in Falcon territory, set up with a fresh set of downs. Just past the 45, near the 44 of Fitch. Papish back to Washington on the handoff. Washington tries to get himself through with a bulldoze truck, but he only musters up about a yard on the carry, 2nd and 9. Rocco DeFlorio, Falcon linebacker, in on the tackle. Second and 9 for Ignatius. Taking the snap, scanning the field, going deep off the hand. Target that time was intended for Luke Sims. A little wide of the mark, and the incompletion will bring up 3rd and 9. Defensively, the Falcons have allowed 277.7 yards a game, 190 rushing, a little over 87 passing per game this season. Third down and 9 coming up for Ignatius. First down is past the Falcon 35. Papish, couple backs in the backfield with him, takes the snap, looking to pass, slings it over top. It's a misfire, and it is a 4th down coming up for Ignatius. So they get the big play to get past the 50, and then 3 and out after the fresh set of downs following it. And the punt unit, special teams coming on for the Wildcats. They're going to look to pin the Falcons back deep. Tommy Kilbane, kicker, punter, pretty much anything to do with kicking a football on this team, he's got it check marked. Kilbane back at the Ignatius 45, unloads it. A high punt, and it bounces at the 1, but into the end zone. Almost a perfect punt by Kilbane, but a wrong way bounce for the Ignatius kicker. Has it a touchback. Falcons will get it brought out to the 25. Pardon me, the 20. Falcons now will take over on offense. 5:41 to go in the half. Important to note, Ignatius won the toss, deferred to the second half, so they will open up the third quarter with the possession, receiving the kickoff. Making the quick substitution, Falcons. Deshaun Vaughn goes to the far side on the quick pass and catch for about 5. Allen Hill on the catch and grab. Trying to open up the passing game a little bit and give the defenses some different looks. Both these coaching staffs offensively going to have to try to crack the code on how to score offensive points. Rolling out of the pocket, evading the tackle. Vaughn calling for it, splits the defense, still going, got the blocker, he's past the 40, towards the 50 and out of bounds. Deshaun Vaughn with a whale of a run, gets the Falcons to midfield. Vaughn with the active feet, calling for blockers down the field. He got it. Orchestrated a nice run into Ignatius territory. 1st and 10 for Fitch. Haven't had the same success with the shorter field once they cross the 50, looking to change that. 5 minutes on the dot left on the clock here in the half. On the fake, the play action, rolling out to his left, looking to get out of bounds, and he will just step out of bounds. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play as the Falcon QB chased out of bounds behind the 50, back in Fitch territory. He was rolling out to his left and didn't really have a chance to set his feet and try to chuck it out of bounds. The way he was moving, it would have to kind of plant and make the turn to even get it off. Clock runs, under 4.5 to play in the half. 2nd down, long now for Fitch. Trips to the right. Goes to the screen pass in the backfield. A catch and grab gets him past the 50 again. 3rd down and about medium to go, needing about 7 or 8. Got about half the yards needed. Falcons now at the Ignatius 45-yard line. They need to get past that 40 to about that 37. Falcons looking for a new set of downs. St. Ignatius trying to slam the door again. Empty backfield for Vaughn. Takes the snap. All eyes ahead in the pass game. Rolls out to the right. Gets chased out. Off of his feet. He loses balance. Tried to slip out of it. Tackled behind the lines. Flag coming in late. And we'll see who this is on. Might be unsportsmanlike conduct. I don't know which way, though, with the way it came out late. Maybe some extracurriculars being said by one of these two squads. We'll listen in. Defensively, so it's called on Ignatius for unsportsmanlike conduct. They tag one of the Wildcats, and that's the last thing you want to do in a big play like that. To force a 4th, you need to stay disciplined even after the play. Ignatius hoping that doesn't come back to bite him, as that pushes the Falcons really close to a first down opportunity now at 4th. They're going to still need 3 to get the first down, but definitely opens up options for the Falcons. Still a chance for redemption for the Wildcats to get the turnover on downs. If they do, it would be their 3rd one of the game defensively against the Falcons. Fitch 0 for 2 in 4th down tries here. Vaughn and the Falcons looking for 3 yards. The snap, looks the short game, gets the pass, the catch, and near the 30, fresh set of downs for Fitch. Quick catch by Dan Evans III, have the Falcons forward in Ignatius territory now at the 30. .30-yard line, Falcons are set up 3:18 and ticking in the second quarter. We are still scoreless here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. Snap, roll to the right, scanning downfield. Vaughn chased out the other way. Nice job by Hanson to chase him out. Vaughn still on his feet. Nice strike down the field on the catch. Inside the 15, still on his feet, pushed out near the 10. And the Falcons set up in the red zone. Maybe first and goal, really close to that 10-yard line. We'll see where they mark them. 2:56 to go. First half of play. Falcons looking to get on the board first. Falcons on the 12, so they can still get a first down at the 2. So not first and goal set up yet. But in the red zone nonetheless, Fitch. DeAndre Richard, the back, out with Vaughn in the backfield on his right hip. Single receiver to Vaughn's right, trips to his left. Vaughn takes the snap, looks to his right, scans back to the left, toss to the corner. It's out of play and out of bounds. Intended for Allen Hill. Incompletion, second down now for Fitch. 2:50 it reads on the clock. Seconds continuing to wind down in this one, and we still looking for our first points on the scoreboard in this one. Falcons step up for a second down. 10 coming up. Faking on the ground game. Vaughn rolls out to his right. Perfect strike down the middle. Brady Evans reaching for the end zone. He got it for the touchdown. Brady Evans comes through with the first points of the game. And it comes at 2:41 here in the second quarter. The strike near the 5. The extra effort, the yak after the play, and the 6 on the scoreboard. Extra point try now coming up for Anthony Ruggles. Ruggles set up for the extra point try. Snap is down, kick is up, it's through the uprights, and it is 7-0 Fitch. So the Falcons strike first, and it only took almost 22 minutes of game time to see our first score. 21 minutes, 19 seconds to be exact. But now, if you're St. Ignatius, you're set up with an opportunity for the 2-for-1 special now. 2:41, still time left on the clock, still 2 timeouts left in the back pocket of the Wildcats. They also get the ball to start the third quarter. So St. Ignatius can look to tie the game and look for the lead out of the third quarter. 2:41 to put together a drive with a couple timeouts. Plenty of time for Coach Franzinger to draw up something. Falcons look to stay prepared on defense. Both teams have been so tough on the defensive side of the ball today. as the Falcons able to get a couple of big plays in that drive, and most importantly, a unsportsmanlike conduct penalty called on Ignatius that helped the Falcons convert a 4th down in that drive. Sometimes that's all it is, too. Those are the plays that maybe don't get charted or don't get as much focus, but plays like that can certainly hurt on drives. St. Ignatius looks to make it up on the offensive side. Kickoff coming. Anthony Ruggles set up. Ball at the 40. And the kick is away. Goes towards the end zone, hauled in, and just going to take it out of the end zone for the touchback. As bring that one out to the 20-yard line. So St. Ignatius with 2:41 to go looks for some offense, at least get something on the board before the half to give you a chance to take a lead. No doubt what St. Ignatius and the Wildcats are looking to do with this drive. Even a field goal you'll take. I mean, you don't want to, but if you're forced to, you'll definitely take it to have that opportunity at an advantage coming out of the third quarter. Falcons defense looking to lock it down. St. Ignatius looking to find some openings on the offensive side. Sending Washington into motion now as a receiver to his right. Papish takes it, hands it off. They look to go to the right with the extra blockers. And nice job by the Falcons, minimizing the yards to gain and holding it to about 4, staying with it and not allowing any seam to be created downfield for a big yard opportunity. Clock continues to tick. 2nd down now for the Wildcats. Papish sends Sims out wide to his left. Shifting the line as well. The run goes to the left. Oh, nice job getting on it immediately, trying to look for the edge. And it's close to a 1st down. Near the 30, and they're saying, no, they don't say move the chains, excuse me. Looked like they were motioning to move them, but no, it is 3rd down and a yard to go for the Wildcats. Falcons had tacklers in the backfield initially, but again, Ignatius has done a great job of not panicking. When tacklers are in their face, they adjust really well, quick feet. Utilize the stiff arm when necessary. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Wildcats. We're under 2 to play in the half. Back to the ground game. Tackled in the backfield. It's a loss of yards for Ignatius. Behind the 30-yard line. And it's going to be 4th down and a few to go with 1:38 and ticking here in the half. And they're going to bring out the punt unit with Kilbin. Cobain on 1 punt attempt. He almost spotted it inside the 5 his first attempt. He's got a lot more green field out in front of him, just looking to boot this one away and get as much yards underneath it. Of course, you always keep your eyes and ears perked up for the fakes in these situations, especially with the clock winding down 1:01. Punt is off and away. Kilbane has it bounce inside the 30 and out of bounds near the 22-yard line, where the Falcons will take over with 51 seconds. No timeouts left, though, for Fitch. So if they want to get something on offense, they're going to have to operate quick. We'll see if Coach Parker wants to roll the dice on offense, knowing that Ignatius has the ball to come out the half. Do you just trust the defense to get the stop, or do you roll the dice and risk giving the ball back to the Wildcats? That's going to be big conversation in that huddle near the far sideline in front of the Falcon bench. Both bands getting ready to make their way on the field. And don't forget, folks, tune into our halftime show where we love to showcase these bands that put in so much work, just like these football teams, throughout the course of the season. We'll let you hear both the St. Ignatius Wildcats and the Austintown Fitch Falcons marching band for our halftime show. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned for that. Falcons offensively will go on the ground looking for a quick cut. Richard fighting for extra yards. He got about 5 on the carry. And the clock will start to run. We'll see if the Falcons elect to do anything here. Likely one more play and walk to the locker room with the halftime lead. Defense pitched a shutout in the first half. Granted, you got a whole halftime if you're Ignatius to think of things on offense and draw up some of your best plays. But if you're the Falcons and your coach TJ Parker, it does make sense to roll the dice with your defense in the second half to do their job and make life difficult on the Wildcats offense. 7 seconds and ticking in this one. Vaughn with the snap, and he'll take the knee as it reaches 000 on the game clock. 1 half down, and it is a defensive game to say the least. The Falcons with a slim 7-0 advantage thanks to a Brady Evans touchdown, the only separation in this contest. As we go into our second half of play, like I said, folks, stay tuned for the marching bands of both the St. Ignatius Wildcats and the Austintown Fitch Falcons as they will provide for you the halftime entertainment in tonight's contest.
Ahoy, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And the band takes the field, we sail into our theme of yacht rock. Drawing inspiration from smooth soul, jazz, R&B, and disco, it quickly became one of the most successful genres of the 1970s, capturing the feel of relaxing and gentle seas without a care. Our first piece comes from the group The Doobie Brothers. Released in 1976, it quickly reached the number 13 spot on the Billboard Hot 100. Senior drum major Tyler Grayson leads the band, taking it to the streets.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's halftime performance. After this halftime show, we will announce the 50-50 winner, so please have your tickets ready. And now we proudly present to you the 2023-2024 Austintown Fitch Marching Band. The band is led onto the field by drumline captains Ariana Bortness and Matthew Smith, flagline captain Audrey Clark, rifle line co-captains Elizabeth Spalding and Megan Mattis, color guard captain Anastasia Walker, and senior drum major Jared Devanone and junior drum major Mitchell Roach. This evening's halftime performance will showcase the music of Fall Out Boy. The band steps off with I Don't Care. Feature flag and rifle lines 2 centuries. Stay tuned for the announcement of the 50-50 winner. And now the band will close out its Fall Out Boy portion of the show with My Songs Know What You Did in the Dark. Light 'em up. to announce our 50-50 winner. Please get your tickets ready. The winning drawing will win $363. That winning number is 072510. 072510. If you are the lucky winner, please claim.
#21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
It means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
You're not waiting to see what the world has in store for you. It's more about what you have in store for the world. All you need is the opportunity. All you need are the resources of a large university and the advantages of a personalized academic setting where you can experience new worlds in the arts and sciences, business, and education and make them your own. We are where you shape your future. We are Youngstown State University and proud.
We believe expectations are made to be exceeded. At the new Toyota of Warren, it's about more than just getting a great deal. It's about service you can count on and a friendship you can trust. Year
First, the senior. Manny Bodas. Christina Hogan. Ashley McLean. Caitlin Mitchell. And Lauren Latterman. The juniors. Samantha Hines. Ada Ray. The sophomores. Madison Haney. Tina Montgomery, Samantha Severn, Rachel Spalding, Cindy Watts, and Julia Wildman. The freshmen, Statistician and PA announcer Bob Gigliotti. Coaching staff: Rich Kramer, Jerry Ruff, Cole Fiddler, Bob Jones, Becky Spalding, the head coach Stephen Ward. The Falcons would like to thank the boosters, Board of Education, Superintendent, Treasurer, and Administration for making this ceremony possible. Please, fans, let's give them a round of applause for an outstanding achievement.
How do you feel when you wake up? After a long day at work? What gets recharged more, you or your phone? Calm your mind. Relax your body. You deserve it. For a limited time, save up to $2,500 on the spa of your dreams at Burnett Pool Spas and Hot Tubs.
Burnett Pools! We've got it all!
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Hope looks different for everyone. It's a doctor who takes the time to understand. It's a listening ear when you need one most. The power of care is nothing without hope. And every service we offer is created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian.
Welcome back, everybody. Second half just seconds away from getting underway here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium, home of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. Falcons leading it 7-0 after that first half. A Brady Evans touchdown reception from a 12 yards out was the only difference in score in this one. Falcons pitching a first half shutout. St. Ignatius and the Wildcats do receive the second half kickoff. Anthony Ruggles to boot it away. Looks like both Max Ritt as well as Owen Colwell out there to receive the kickoff. The boot goes to the back corner. It's hauled in and a touchback. Bring that one out to the 20 for the Wildcats. If you were tuned in for the halftime show, you got to see both the Wildcats and the Falcons marching band, as well as the ring presentation for the Austintown Fitch Falcons softball team for their 2023 state championship victory. Congratulations to all those young ladies, as YSN was able to be a part of each and every game just about that season and that playoff run, too. Truly an incredible season to be a part of. Defensively, Falcons looking to continue the momentum in that first half. St. Ignatius looking for some points. The snap, the handoff, Papish goes to the ground game. Grant Washington gets about half the yardage needed. And it's going to be second down and about 4 to 5 yards needed now. Pushed it up past the 25-yard line. of the Wildcats. Both these teams keeping the ball on the ground a lot, and it made for a pretty quick first half, running clock a lot during the half. Two options in the backfield. They go handoff, able to slip that first tackle, gets to the 30, past it. It's a first down for the Wildcats. Handoff that time went to number 6 for St. Ignatius. That's Jacob Papish. First down for St. Ignatius. Now spotted at that 33-yard line. Turnovers have been a theme in this game for both offenses. Falcons throwing an interception. Having some turnovers on downs. Ignatius a fumble and an INT. The handoff got in on the tackle, brought it down near the 35. Minimal gain on the first down run. And I believe that was number 44 that time for the Falcons. And for Fitch, Rocco DeFlorio, call his name a lot out of the linebacking crew. He does a good job getting in defensively and meeting the back almost exclusively at the line of scrimmage. Got a couple yards. 2nd and 8 now set up. They bring the extra added pressure. Papish goes to the screen pass, backfield. Little trip on the offensive side and back behind the chains, tackled as a broken up play by the Falcons defense to the Wildcats offense. Have them back 3rd and long now. Deshaun Vaughn Jr., two-way player, doesn't just play QB. He's also a free safety and a really good one, likely. Going to see him at the college level playing that position. He's in on the tackle, reinforcement-wise, far side of the field to force the 3rd. 3rd down, 15 needed for the first. Or 10, excuse me, according to scoreboard. They had a miss punch, 3rd and 10. Few step drop in pressure, got released on the throw. It's an incompletion, and it's 4th down for the Wildcats. As Joshua Papish was buying as much time as he could, but the line broke through and forced the tackle. 4th down, and Ignatius set up for the punt. Tommy Kilbane gets the boot. It's a high arcing one. The bounce near the 40, the high bounce. It's continuing to roll. Ignatius players trying to help it out with some added wind. It looks like it'll get stopped near that 25-yard line, maybe a yard or two past. But the Falcons defense answers the bell. In the second half kickoff, they hold Ignatius to just 1 first down and a punt. And now for the Falcons, big opportunity on this drive to extend the lead to a couple possessions. But that's easier said than done. Any kind of offense has been near impossible to get. Vaughn sends Evans the 3rd into motion. The handoff goes to Richard off the delay. Richard banging and bruising with bodies, and he gets close to a first down mark. And they're going to say move the chains. First down run for DeAndre Richard. Vaughn returning to that backfield. Out of the shotgun, the snap, the handoff, back to the run game. Oh, nice avoidance on the tackle, slipping the second one. Richard looking for open ground. He's going to get brought down near that 45-yard line of Fitch. Let's see where they mark him, but nonetheless, a nice gain by Richard. As Jonathan Maramy in on that tackle. 2nd down coming up now for the Falcons after a 6-yard gainer. Needing about 3.5 for the first. just a few yards shy of the 50-yard line at the Falcon 47, excuse me. Quick substitutions coming in for the Falcons. 8:40 to go, third quarter of play. Play clock winding down, 20 seconds left on it. Vaughn returns to the shotgun. Added protection, it looks like, up front at the line. Single receiver out wide to the left. Dan Evans gets it on the motion jet sweep. Evans looking for open field. He's slipping tackles left and right. Goes diving for a first down. Did he get it? Haven't seen any sign yet. They look like they're moving the chains. Let's see. No, the 3 comes up on it, so must have stepped out of bounds. He dived and he was close to the line. I believe they mark him now at that 45, so about a yard, 2 rather, shy of the marker. 3rd and 2, big third down coming up for both teams. Ignatius would love to get the ball right back offensively, hold Fitch to a 4th here. Falcons have primarily kept it on the ground this drive. Let's see if they elect to do so here. 4 down. You may see them go for it again, all depending on what happens this drive. The fake, looking to pass, chased out of the pocket, toss over top, can't get the play over the line of scrimmage. 4th down coming up. They brought in the different back for Austintown. That looked to be number 10, Junie Higgs. As Ignatius bet that it wasn't going to go to him on the play action, and they bet right. Looking for pass, chasing Vaughn out of the pocket, making and forcing the Fitch quarterback to make a quick decision. He makes the play to try to go for the receiver pass, but overthrows it because of the pressure. Punt, a liner. Ruggles gets it to bounce into the end zone. A touchback coming up for Ignatius. So the touchback brings them out to the 20. St. Ignatius, another opportunity to try to knot this game up. 7-0, Fitch in front, 7:57 to go in the third. See Max Ritt with the ice on the ankle. Some crutches for him too. You hope the injury is not too serious for the Wildcat running back. And you hope we see him back out on the field in as rapid time possible. Don't want to ever see players lose seasons. We'll obviously hope it's nothing too serious on that side of the field. 7:57. Ignatius with the ball, looking to get on the board. Snap, Joshua Papish going to air it out. Big time play, big time strike. No, they say out of bounds when the catch was made. I think that was Grant Washington. That shifted on the attempt. Went deep. That's the first time I think we've seen the Wildcats attempt the deep ball. A little bit off the mark, going for the sideline strike. 2nd down, 10 coming up. See what Ignatius opts to go with here. They show a 3-receiver set, spread out wide, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, single back in the backfield with Papish. Shotgun snap. Couple step drop back again, looking for the deep route over the shoulder, trying to get the PI call, and no call to be had. Good defense being played. Dan Evans, the third on the near side sideline. They tried to go for the strike. Intended target that time for St. Ignatius. It looked to be number 80 for the Wildcats, Jordan Rodman. So 3rd down and 10 after a couple of incompletions. 7:46 it reads on the clock, and the Falcons looking to hold Ignatius to 2 consecutive 4th downs to start the 3rd quarter. Ignatius needs to get to that Falcon 30, or to their own 30-yard line. A little bit past it for the first. The snap again into the pass game. Quick fire release, banging right into one of the Falcon defenders, and the flag comes out. Unsportsmanlike contact likely coming at the end of it. The catch by Grant Washington, but he ran into a brick wall that was named Deontay Stallings and was dropped. But likely a first down coming out of this, as they're going to push the St. Ignatius Wildcats forward with the penalty. Conference by the officials. Here's the word on the field. It's called a hit on a defenseless receiver on the Falcons, so they'll push St. Ignatius forward for the first down. So the penalty comes, 7.5 to go in the third quarter. Ignatius now at the 35-yard line, their own. Fresh set of downs for Papish and company. He'll take the snap, few-step drop back, looking forward on the field. Tosses into the short game. The catch and stop near the 45, fighting for extra yards and getting close to a first down. It's about 2 shy of the mark. Davian Pritchard on the tackle for the Falcons. A gift set of downs for the Wildcats, and they're trying to take advantage of it on offense. 2nd and 2 coming up. We're under 7 to play in the third. 3 receivers set for the Wildcats, single backfield. Motioning, wild snap, and Papish just has to go forward to get something, and he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That's the second snap that has gone awry for the Wildcats today. This time doesn't lose the handle on it. Nice job by Papish, honestly, to haul it in and get back to the line of scrimmage to set up a 3rd and short now for Ignatius. The last one hit the hands and ended up a fumble recovery for the Falcons, so things could have turned out way worse than they did. Another down, another opportunity. Wildcats need the 45-yard line, their own. 2 receivers set to the right of Papish. He goes on the ground, right into the line, trying to push their way forward. Reinforcements come in for the Falcons. Let's see if they held him. I think the fist is up, and it is. Just shy of the first down. It is 4th down and inches for the Wildcats. Ignatius not even thinking twice. Joshua Papish returning to the huddle. They're going for it on 4th. They need about a football's length, a little bit more deep stack near the 45-yard line. And we're going to have to wait. The Wildcats want the timeout. As timeout called by St. Ignatius. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remain here in the third quarter. 7-0 Fitch up with a big 4th down coming up for Ignatius. Ty Bartel, ysnlive.com. We'll be back after this real quick break.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Ignatius breaking the huddle. Falcons have already broke theirs. They're ready defensively. Big 4th down on the line. St. Ignatius looking for a fresh set of downs and to move closer to midfield. Stacked up near the line of scrimmage, and they get the offsides on the the offside call as the penalty against the Falcons. Encroachment, and they'll get the free set of downs, push them forward 5 to that 40, to the 50, excuse me. Midfield now set up are the Wildcats. Fresh set of downs, 50 yards in front of them for a tie game. Second time now, penalties have hurt the Falcons. A free set of downs for Ignatius following that one. Plus the hit on the defenseless receiver that was called that gave the Wildcats 15 after they were 3rd and 10. Looking to cap it off with 6. Papish in the shotgun. One into motion, that's Sims. Takes the snap, scans the field, has some time to throw it, broken out of the pocket, and he's tackled behind the 40. A big loss on offense for the Wildcats. And now they're back behind the 40, a 10-yard loss. Bring it up to 2nd and 20 now for St. Ignatius. Not the way you wanted to go on that first down play. Donovan Bell-Sullivan in on the tackle, give him the sack. 4:45 and ticking, third quarter of play. St. Ignatius back into the huddle, talking things over about offense. Now they need to try to set themselves up for third. Don't want a mile in front of them. They're looking to get at least half these yards back. The snap looking in the pass game. Quick release going down the sideline over the shoulder. Incomplete. Good defense. Dan Evans the third staying step for step with his man downfield. That was number 80 for the Wildcats in Rodman. Third down, 21 to go for St. Ignatius. Huge opportunity for Fitch to hold him to a 4th. Boy, folks, if you love defense, this is a football game for you. This is old school barn burner. Every yard, every inch means everything in this game on the gridiron. 3rd and 21, looking for a 4th, the Falcons. Papish takes the snap, looks over the middle, a strike, a catch, looking for the first. Sims gets tackled, though, at the 45-yard line of the Falcons. Nice strike and grab by Sims with some extra yards after. It sets up 4th down, but a manageable 4th down. 5 yards needed. They're keeping Papish out there. Quick substitutions. Falcons on their heels. Ignatius looking to strike. 4th and 5 coming up. Papish moving things around on offense. Out of the shotgun. Fakes the snap. Maybe looking to get him to jump off sides, needing that 5 for the first. Shifting around again, out of the shotgun again, the snap taken, and the boot away, Papish with the fake toss attempt, and he'll boot it to the 25. So some interesting play calling for Ignatius, but you love the call by Franzinger. You got a quarterback that's able to punt it away short at the very least. That's all you need him to do. You have the opportunity of getting the Falcons to jump off sides, which they have done once already in this drive. But nonetheless, Falcons defense does hold Ignatius to the punt, get the ball back. They'll be spotted at their own 27 for this drive, starting at 3:23 in the third quarter. Falcons. Vaughn goes to the ground. DeAndre Richards slips the tackle, gets tripped up near the 35, but a nice gain on first. Falcons, time and time again, just like St. Ignatius, have been able to work themselves past the 50 into their opponent's territory. It's once they get past the midfield stripe that things become a lot tougher on these offenses, working with a shorter field in front of them. Defense locks things up, and that's been the case both sides That one single touchdown reception by Brady Evans in that second quarter, the difference maker on the scoreboard in this one. 2:43 and ticking, 10 left on the play clock. No, excuse me, they refresh it to a fresh 25 now. Now ticking at 20 seconds and going. Second down coming up for Fitch. 3 receiver set. Running back on the right hip of Vaughn. Vaughn chased out, goes to Richard in the flat. Richard gets some yards in front of him, has a first down past the 40. Fresh set of downs for Fitch. So the Falcons push themselves past their own 40 at the 42. Vaughn keeps it himself, splits the defense, gets pulled back, stays alive and out of bounds past the 45, near the 50. It looks like 46, 47 yard line. They'll mark him out. So got a chunk of the yards needed on the first down run, and it'll be second down and about 6 to go. As Vaughn trying to get one of the Wildcats to jump off sides. Nice discipline being shown by Ignatius at the line. 4 ticks under 2 minutes to play at 1:56 in the quarter. They go to the ground looking for the edge, cutting back, going forward. It's about a 2-yard gain that time for the Falcons on the ground game. As Junie Higgs gets featured in the run game with the carry for 2. Falcons have a third down facing them once again. As St. Ignatius looks to lock it up defensively. This has been the theme of the game, this entirety of the game. Falcons looking for the 48-yard line of St. Ignatius. 3rd and 6 coming up. Vaughn with the snap. Vaughn gets rid of it. It's tipped. It's intercepted near the 45. Greenfield in front. He's going to go all the way. End zone. Pick 6. Touchdown. St. Ignatius has evened it up. And the interception coming from number 23, Max Whitekey. As Whitekey comes up with his second of the day. And Ignatius an extra point try away from knotting it up. Vaughn tried to force that one. Had to make a quick decision. It got tipped, and it was a free ball in the air. Ignatius jumped all over it. And a flag has come out near the St. Ignatius sideline. It's picked back up. Let's see what the call is on this. Sideline warning being addressed to the Wildcats by the officials. Extra point try to tie the game up, Tommy Kilbane. Snap down, kick is up, and it is through. We're even at 7 apiece. A pick 6 defensively by the Wildcats have tied this game up as Whitekey comes up with a huge defensive play. The yards to follow, and at a tick over a minute in the third, it's a fresh ball game. Falcons to get the ball back now offensively, defensively. Ignatius has forced quite a few turnovers. Falcons have thrown 2 interceptions and have turned it over on downs a couple of times now. So they talk things over with Coach Parker and staff. Kickoff coming up. Don't forget, folks, tune into the audible call for ysnlive.com as Mike Ackelson and the gang take you through almost every single touchdown happening on Friday Night Lights around the network. YSN Live's Audible Call, again, with Mike Ackelson. You want to check it out. You want the high school version of NFL Red Zone, that's it. Offense has been tough to come by. Points have been tough to come by. We're 7-7 deadlocked. A minute and a second left to go here in quarter number 3. Still anybody's ball game. That kick gets hauled in near the 15, making a nice cut. Pritchard, hurls someone and gets to the 40. Nice athleticism being shown. And I misspoke. Dan Evans the third, rather, on the return. Both Evans and Pritchard back on it, but DE3 went leaping like a gazelle to get a few extra yards, and he'll be at the 40 for the Falcons' offensive drive to start. Fitch following that interception, the pick 6 by St. Ignatius. Now have to look to clean things up on offense. 55 seconds to go in the third. And both these teams eating away a lot of clock with each offensive drive, but not much to show for it score-wise. So it's going to be interesting to see how the clock becomes a factor in this one. Richard, a nice delay on the cut, and he'll get himself a first down. As Richard that time delayed before he cut, stopped, waited for the hole to be created, and he got it. And burst his way forward past the 50 into Ignatius territory. 1st and 10, Fitch. 40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Likely the last play of the third. 1st and 10, Austintown. Vaughn out of the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Chased out. Rolls to his left. Vaughn airing it out downfield over the head. Looking to make the catch. No good. And it is 2nd down and 10. 20 seconds showing on the clock. Second and 10 now for Austintown. As the Falcons making a few substitutions prior to this next play. Looks like Brady Evans coming onto the field. Travion Davis, as well as DeAndre Richard back out. 20 seconds to go, 2nd and 10, the handoff, the fake, the play action. Vaughn has nowhere to go, goes down with it. It's 3rd down and long now for Fitch. And likely going to take this to the 4th quarter as 3rd and 13 stand in front of the Falcons offensively. A yard past the 50. Time is expired here in the third. We go to our final 12 minutes of action in this one. 7-7 all. There's no sheriff in town. We're looking for one here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown.
As Comco celebrated 70 years in 2022, we have much to be thankful for. We are proud of the Comco culture, as we serve our customers with Comco Care with our premier customer service, quality parts, and on-time delivery. The partnerships we have with our customers and our community are second to none. We thank you for your continued support. We are proud to be part of this community and will continue to offer great jobs for great people.
You can see these players, get to know these names, get to know these coaches at a more personal level than truly you ever did before. And I think YSN has been a big influential factor in bringing us that level of personal connection that we haven't seen any other company truly be able to do. If my legacy goes down as being the voice of the Austintown Fitch Falcons, I can hang my hat on that and be proud of it at the end of the day. My name is Ty Bartel, and my sports network is your sports network.
Start of the 4th quarter here at YSNLive.com between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the St. Ignatius Wildcats. 3rd and 13 coming up for Fitch in Wildcat territory by a yard, looking for a first. Pressure coming. Vaughn rolls out, looking for a strike downfield. A flag comes in. We'll see who it's against. We're going to talk things over with the officials. And an eligible receiver downfield called on the Falcons. So fourth down is, of course, confirmed. Lots of down taken on that, so punt team coming out for Fitch. Anthony Ruggles out to punt it away. Looking to pin the Wildcats back. 5 seconds into the fourth quarter, 11:55 to go in the game. The punt away. A nice one on the bounce. It's going to continue to bounce and roll out of bounds at the 12. So some field in front of the Wildcats as they search for their first lead in this game at 11:47. They'll take over on the drive. Wildcats, led by Joshua Papish, come out with the two receiver set, one each way, single back in the backfield with Papish. And a shift. Couple reinforcements to that right side, run it that way with Washington. Washington, though, stuck on the tackle after a gain of about a yard. Second down, 9 now to go for Ignatius. The snap, looking to pass, back on the snap, pass over the middle and caught. Nice grab that time, number 9, Jonathan Maramy on the catch. First down, Wildcats as they get past the 20. Just in front of that 25, at the 26, they're going to be spotted for their new set of downs. Wildcats go to the ground on the handoff, tackled immediately. Washington stuffed again near the line. Ground game not creating or generating much traction on this drive for Ignatius, but they're going to keep the tempo and try to sneak in those passes when they can, too. Don't want the Falcons to sell out for one offensive option over the other. They have had some breakaways, too, on runs. You don't want to abandon that running game just because it's not working, and Ignatius knows that. They've been disciplined to keeping that up. Second down. Snap again, now looking for the pass over the middle. Again, a target to Maramy, and again he delivers near the 40. That looked like the same passing route and the same result. First down, Ignatius. Under 10 to play, 9:40 and ticking. First and 10 now for Ignatius. Joshua Perry with Twins to his left. Goes back to the ground game. Oh, nice burst of speed off the initial handoff. Good gainage of yards. That looked to be number 18, Owen Colwell. On the carry. Second down and about 4 needed now for Ignatius. Wildcats nearing the 50. First down marker just past the midfield mark into Fitch territory. Twins now to the right side of Papish. The snap a little high, goes to the ground game again. This time the Falcons pull him back from the line of scrimmage. It's third down. Colwell went back to him with the carry. And third down and 5 to go. Decision time for St. Ignatius. 8-10 and ticking in the game. Papish in the shotgun. Twins now shifted to the left. The snap a little high, taking it in. Quick strike, and goes to Sims on the catch. Another first down. It's past the Falcon 45 near the Fitch 40. So a conversion on 3rd and 5 for St. Ignatius as they are looking for the lead. 7.5 and ticking here in the game. Papish puts it on the ground, trying to push the pile forward. Fitch holds it to about a yard or 2. Second down and 9 now for St. Ignatius. As keeping it a run-first tempo on offense are the Wildcats, but they're mixing in the passes. They've got 3 passing completions this drive, all for first downs. We're under 7 to play now in the game. St. Ignatius in Falcon territory, second down and 9 coming up. Ignatius on the Falcon 43. Passing game again, looking to go with that. Breaking out of the pocket, has a lane down the left side and far sideline, running down it all the way to a first down. Joshua Papish picks it up with his legs. Fresh set of downs, inch it further into Falcon territory, just shy of the 30. At that 32-yard line, first and 10 for St. Ignatius. First down play coming up. Twins to the right side. The snap, the handoff, back on the ground. Washington gets the gain of about 3 on the carry. Second down. Second and 8, 6 and ticking. St. Ignatius with the ball, looking for the lead. We're knotted up at 7 apiece. Papish looking to pass, airing it out towards the end zone, hauling it in. What a grab! Jonathan Merrimee, they went to him a couple of times this drive. He delivers with his biggest strike of the game, gets St. Ignatius within the 5. First and goal, Wildcats. 5.5 and ticking. Looking to put the pressure on Fitch. A fresh shed of downs, 3 yards needed. It's that same formation again. They're just flopping the receivers left to right. They go handoff to Washington. Washington gets the first tackler down, but is stopped shy of the end zone. It's second down. Under 5 to play now. Time certainly going to become a factor in this one. At the 2-yard line, St. Ignatius sets up. Again, similar formation except a fullback added and under center now. Papish to start, takes the snap, goes to the ground game. Washington puts it through the end zone for a touchdown at 4:27 to go. St. Ignatius, first time they're in front. Putting the extra point through and making it a 14-7 game. St. Ignatius takes a lead. 4:27 reads on the game clock. We're going to take a break and be back after this.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Flynn. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller.
Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors.
With our combined 80 years of experience,
WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
Fourth quarter, 4:27 remaining in the quarter. Falcons to get the ball back after St. Ignatius's Grant Washington, gets the 2-yard touchdown run. Extra point by Kilbane puts them up by 7, 14-7. Wildcats in front here in the fourth. All the pressure now put on Fitch to try to get a score, as they're going to have to bring it out to the 20 on the touchback, as Fitch needs to go the full 80 yards to try to knot this one up. .427 in the game. 3 timeouts, full of them, left for Fitch, 2 for the Wildcats. So plenty of stoppage of time to be had for both teams still in this one. Big drive coming up for Fitch, though. They desperately need some offense. They go to Dan Evans III, trying to put him on ice, looking for a hole, goes to the outside. They stay with him. Good defense by the Ignatius Wildcats, minimizing the running opportunity for Dan Evans III. Still got positive yardage, though, for about 4 to 5 on the carry. Second down and half the yardage needed. The question becomes, though, if clock is near or almost expired, if Falcons do get a touchdown, do they go for 2? That's something to keep in the back of the subconscious if this drive starts to get interesting. 3:45 and ticking. The snap, looking to pass. Vaughn rolls out to his right, has some time to throw. He's going to air it out, going downfield. The catch is past the 50, losing the handle, though, on the incompletion. Unfortunate. Dom Perry in and out of his hands. Had he caught it, it's in Ignatius territory, past the 50. A drastic change of momentum and one dropped catch And the Falcons now looking for a third down conversion at 3:36. Snapping, rolling, right side, Vaughn looking for an opening, passes downfield, went to Dom Perry, did he get his feet in? They're saying it's a catch. Put it past the 50, went back to that target, Dom Perry, and he delivers. First down and 10 in Wildcat territory. .328 left in the game. Falcons now on the right side of the 50. Snap back to the passing game. Vaughn uncorks it, has the edge downfield. Flag comes out, a PI going to be called on St. Ignatius. Little too much contact by the Wildcats downfield, no doubt. Passing interference, I believe, coming up. We'll see, though, confirmation on this call. And that is the confirmed call. Push them forward 15, the Falcons further in Wildcat territory. So push the Falcons to the St. Ignatius 34-yard line. Fresh set of downs for Fitch. Shorter field in front of him, though, and this has been the tough defense to crack with the short field behind him. 3:20 and ticking in the ball game, and it's coming down to the nitty-gritty. Vaughn goes to the ground game, met initially, but pushing forward for some extra yards, about half the distance needed for the first down. DeAndre Richard on the carry. Second down, 5 needed for Fitch. Snap looking to pass. Vaughn going to that far side. Allen Hill, almost an incredible interception on the dive, but it is an incompletion. Give a round of applause to the effort, though, by Ben Taliak. He laid out for it, went all out for the interception try. But it is third down and 5. No doubt Fitch will go for it on fourth, being in St. Ignatius territory. 2.5 left on the game clock. Time not favorable to the Falcons. Vaughn goes with the snap, goes to pass, goes the short way. Richard got it, slipped the tackle. He's got a first inside the 20, inside the red zone of St. Ignatius. Big play by the Falcons on the third down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Few seconds come off the clock. 2:25 it reads. Big play by Fitch and Deshaun Vaughn Jr. to get it out quickly because plenty of tacklers were coming in from St. Ignatius. 2:25 in the game. First and 10, Austintown. They fake the ground. Vaughn keeps it himself. Looks to get some yardage. He got about 2 or 3, it looks like, on the carry. You got to feel like, regardless of what happens, the Falcons want to, the goal right now is to score with 000 left on the clock and have the decision if you want to go for the tie or for the win. So you're going to mix in those running plays to bleed the clock out a little bit as you can with this drive. You want to kind of walk that fine line of being aggressive, but also making sure you're leaving yourself enough time to make something happen offensively. Dan Evans, a third, put into motion. Vaughn rolling outside, evades the pressure, goes the other way. Vaughn looking for an open man downfield. He tosses and he gets a completion, I believe. Let's see. Close to that marker. I think it's third down. It is a completion. It's a 3rd and 1, just shy of the first. Nice completion from Vaughn. And no doubt you think 2 plays to get a yard here for first. Ball is on the 7. Falcons can get a fresh set of downs with a 1st and goal. Vaughn taking the snap, looking to push the pile, and the Falcons got the first.
Vaughn Jr. with the carry.
First down and goal now for Fitch. Chains are down. 48 seconds to go. Falcons with 3 timeouts. Wildcats with 2. The game hanging in the balance. Falcons need 5 to the end zone. They got 4 tries to do it. And before their first down play is called and released, it is a timeout by the Wildcats, their 2nd of the half, leaving them with 1. Fitch still with the full timeouts. 33 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Falcons 1st and goal, trailing by 7. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. We'll be back to wrap this one up after we say thank you to our friends over at Joe Dickey Electric.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Back here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio. Big shout out to the young men of both the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the St. Ignatius Wildcats for giving us an entertaining game here for Friday Night Lights. Falcons, 1st and goal at the 5, looking to get a touchdown to try to tie it. Vaughn, the snap, the handoff goes to Richard, looking for the edge. He can't get it. He's pushed back, and a loss of a yard or 2 by Richard. Seconds continue to tick off the clock. Timeout going to be called by Fitch. It's their first, leaving them with 2:23 left in the game. So the run went backwards 3. Now the question becomes, do the Falcons try to put it back on the ground, or do they take their chances with 3 shots in the air towards the end zone? It is how Austintown got their lone touchdown of the game, a receiving touchdown by Brady Evans. The lone score for the Falcons, that came through the air. Falcons break their timeout, knowing the gambler that TJ Parker is. It's not the bigger question is, if they get the touchdown, what's the call? You go for the extra point or you go for the 2. "23 seconds, Falcons needing the end zone. From the shotgun, the snap, back to the ground game, into the pile, pushing forward, very close. It's the 2, maybe 1.5 yard line where they're stopped. 16 seconds to go in the game. Timeout by the Falcons. They each have a timeout left, both teams. For Fitch now, that's a big running play. They decided to keep it on the ground. They got it inside the 5, and now they have a little bit more options on what they want to do. No doubt 2 plays to get a touchdown. They're stationed right at that 2-yard line. Both teams still conferring in the huddles. As this one winds down to the final second, what a ball game both these squads have given us all here tonight. From the 3-yard line, the Falcons looking for the end zone. Both sides getting loud. Vaughn. The snap, fakes the handoff, looks to go airborne with it, stepping his way through. He dived forward. No signal, it's 4th down. 8 seconds left to go on the clock. Last play coming up here, and it's come down to the wire. The young men from both these squads have given us certainly one of the most entertaining Friday nights we can ask for here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. And it's going to come down to a play from it looks like that 1-yard line, and that's where the timeout's going to be called. So Deshaun Vaughn went to pass on that last play. Had really nowhere to go. Nicely sealed up by St. Ignatius. Vaughn looked to break out of the pocket. He was juking his way through the line and dove forward to get as many extra inches on the end of that dive as he could. And he got it right at that 1-yard line. Falcons looking to try to knot it up. 8 seconds to go in this one. Fitch on the cusp of a touchdown. Looking for one more stop though, St. Ignatius. It comes down to this. Everybody up on their feet. Vaughn under center, and he's going to break out. Timeout being called. It's the Falcons' final one coming at 8 seconds. So all that's left, one timeout. It is for the Wildcats. We're going to take a break with that timeout here on the field.
Nestled here in the beauty and splendor of Mill Creek Metro Parks are 2 of America's best golf courses, as selected by Golf Week magazine. Ranked number 9 in Ohio by TripAdvisor. Come play like a pro on these award-winning Donald Ross-designed courses. Enjoy a round with your kids and unwind with your favorite food and drinks in the grill room. For championship golf, look no further than your backyard. Mill Creek Golf Course.
They've kept us waiting long enough. It comes down to this. The battle of the minds, the battle of strategies, the physical chess game that is this sport, and it comes down to this play. The snap, the handoff, the delay, diving forward into the end zone, touchdown Fitch. DeAndre Richard, they dialed his number, and he answered in a hurry. Put 6 on the board for the Falcons. And now the decision comes down to the extra point try, or do you go for 2 in the win? Anthony Ruggles, the kicker, is out for Fitch, looking to try to split the uprights and send us into OT for some extra football. Ruggles back. And the flag is thrown. Encroachment on St. Ignatius, so Falcons, if they want to go for 2, it would be half the distance to the goal and placed at the 1. So the decision now goes to Austintown if they want to elect to do that. No, it looks like they're keeping their kicker on. Coach Parker adamant on what he wants from this extra point try. These 2 teams have given us everything we can ask for, and we might be in store for a bit more unless St. Ignatius can pull off a special teams play. Anthony Ruggles back for the extra point try. And the flag is out, and I believe it's going to go against the Falcons. False start, so that'll back them up 5. A little bit tougher extra point try. And if you're a Falcon faithful, you hope that doesn't throw off the mojo of Anthony Ruggles, your kicker. Now going to be kicking from about that 15-yard line, so it's going to be a 25-yard extra point try. Ruggles lines it up, looking to knot it up. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights to a roaring ovation from the Austintown Fitch Falcon faithful. We are even at 14, 3 seconds to go in the fourth, and we might be heading for overtime here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. Big kick, ice in his veins. Anthony Ruggles puts it through the uprights with some extra yardage tacked on to the extra point try. And now if you're Fitch, you just hope to get the ball into open field. You might see a squib kick. You don't want any big return. 3 seconds left to go in the ball game, in regulation. These two teams gonna really make this one a game to remember this season. This is going to be one of those ones you put in the back pocket, you talk about at the end of the regular season and say that right there was a Friday night battle worth rewatching. Falcons kicking unit out. Ready to return now are the Wildcats. (14-14) all. Fitch trying to kick it away and burn 3 seconds off this fourth quarter. Shift one over to the other side. That was Junie Higgs as Ruggles. Now for the kick. And it's a squib. Looking to burn the clock as much as they can. It was hauled in near the 24, 25-yard line. They're going to place him at the 23, I think, though. So 3 seconds for St. Ignatius to try to draw up a play. They need upwards of 75-plus yards for pay dirt. Not enough time to get it into field goal range and take the time out. So it's either looking for end zone or looking for OT. We'll see what the Wildcats elect to do on this next play, the final play of this fourth quarter. They look like they're in kneeling formation, and they will take the knee and send this to overtime. We couldn't decide a winner after 4 full quarters, 48 minutes of play here from Austintown, evened up at 14 apiece. We go to overtime, a coin toss to determine who's getting possession first coming up.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means taking care of our local customers.
And it's just a great feeling to put them in a vehicle and get them all excited about a new vehicle.
At the end of the day, our goal is to be someone our customers can count on.
And every day I'll go the extra mile for the community so they can trust us.
To do anything that would convenience the customer or make them feel more at home.
Realizing, number one, that we're here for them and that we're not going to go away.
That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Meeting of the teams coming up at the middle to determine who gets possession with this overtime coin toss. Papish meeting for the Wildcats for Austintown. That's number 55, Ryan Arms. It appears that St. Ignatius did win the toss, just deciphering from what the officials are discussing. We'll get our official word here, though. And they elected to defer, so Fitch to get the reception of the kickoff to start overtime. Well, rather, not the kickoff, but rather just the reception, just possession to start, as St. Ignatius wants to have the task in front of them and know what needs to be done. If they're going to need to score for a tie or need to score for a win, regardless, they want to know the task that stands in front of them. Now for Fitch, critical that the Falcons try to get the score and put pressure on St. Ignatius. Now, folks, remember, you start at the 20. Your goal is to get the touchdown. As Fitch will open up with offense. Vaughn the snap, rolls out to his left, on his feet, stays on his feet, gets positive yards, gets about 5 or 6 on the dash. Second down. You can pick up a first down here in OT. It would be at the 10-yard line. No time that's ticking, though, in overtime for OHSAA overtime football. It's all about the score. If you don't score, it goes to the other team. If they do score, they win the ball game. If both teams score, we keep doing this until we have one that's ahead on the scoreboard. The rush that time by Richard. He's trying to have the pile pushed with him at the center of it. He'll get past the 15, but that's all that he's able to muster. It's third down now for Austintown. Obviously, when fourth down comes around, doesn't hurt you to go for it either, as a turnover on down just starts the other team. They're at the 20. Snap goes to the passing game. Went outside. Did he haul it in? They said he did. What a grab, looking at that far side, trying to get a number. It was Davian Pritchard, who doesn't get in for many wide receiver plays, but the speed of Pritchard works out there. He was able to get past the defender, got a quick opening seam, and kudos to Vaughn for finding it and putting it on a dime on that pass for a first down. Fresh set for Fitch. First and goal now for Austintown. Vaughn goes to the ground. Richard goes into the pile. Past the 5 is where he'll be stopped. Second down. They're going to have to untangle that pile. And that'll take about a minute. But about 3 to 4 yards gained. It looks like they're going to place the Falcons at the 5. Second down and goal now. DeAndre Richard on the right hip of Vaughn. One receiver each way for the Fitch quarterback. Went to Richard off the fake to Deanne Evans III. Again, the pile is moving, and it's going to be stopped shy of the mark. Again, it looks like half the yardage needed, about 2.5 gained by Richard. And Richard, a little slow to get up. And a timeout being called. It's an official timeout for the injury on the field. And Richard might be experiencing some cramping. It looked like he started to try to walk off and then dropped back down. So the trainer's going to get in on him, and we'll get an update on the injury report on the field after this.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our work at Golden String, Isle, and Purple Cat, you are going to love the soon-to-be-open GABA Camp out at Farmer Casey's Ranch in Coatesville Township. It has all the nice, beautiful scenery, will feature cabins, and a whole lot of other great outdoor stuff. I'm Radar Pavlov, and my sports network is your sports network.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Richard able to walk off the field with some assisted power. And they Wildcats. Defense out on the field. Offense back there as well for the Falcons. It's coming down to this play. 3rd down and 3. Fitch likely to go for it on 4th. You'd have no reason not to. Vaughn out of the shotgun. Flags coming out, and looks like false start maybe. Let's see. Yep, it is on the Falcons, so that'll back them up 5 and make the task a lot more difficult now for Fitch. Now to the 8. More field in front of the Falcons as they look for a score on this 3rd down try. You don't need it all on this play. You'd still have 4th to try to attempt something. Falcons trying to put the initial score on the board and put the pressure back on St. Ignatius. And the whistle's blown. And it looks like a timeout being taken. It's Fitch's first of the overtime. We'll take one as well here on the network.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors you quietly close at night.
The things we...
3rd down for Austintown. Fitch coming up. 14-14 all. Falcons in a 3rd and goal. They need 8 for the end zone. The snap looking to pass. Vaughn breaks out towards his left, looking for the edge, putting it forward. Did he get it through? Waiting for a sign. It's in for the end zone. The touchdown to Sean Vaughn. The extra effort. He reaches it, pass, and breaks the plane. A 20-14 Falcon lead. What effort by the quarterback, Deshaun Vaughn. Didn't have a ton of running room, had to beat him to the corner. He does with the extension at the end of it. 6-point lead for Fitch, but this extra point try almost just as important. Snap is down, the kick is up. It is punched through the uprights. 7-point advantage for Austintown off the Deshaun Vaughn Jr. run. So now it comes down to a stop. The pressure put on St. Ignatius, but they elected to have this position. They wanted to know what stood in front of them, what they needed to do to get this game to another overtime or potentially win it. They know now they need at least 7 to guarantee themselves another overtime. They need 8 if they want to try to walk out of here victorious. Falcons haven't been strangers to marathons. Who remembers that Falcons and Wadsworth Grizzly game from last year? First play running, and it goes for a yard. Second down now for the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Second, 10 to go. The run goes to the outside. Washington has the edge and is tackled near the 15, it looks like. Let's see where they mark this football. That's where he went, ran out of bounds. Looks like they gave him about 2. Let's see. Yeah, they put him right there on the 19, so only a yard, so a little further back than I originally thought. Third down and 9 now for St. Ignatius. These two teams have only met 3 times previous. Fitch 1 and 2 all time against the Wildcats. Papish on 3rd and 9, the snap, looks to throw. Defense comes in, and it's a grab over the center of the field. First down grab for the Wildcats. And I believe it was Sims who came down with it. It was. Luke Sims comes up with a big-time grab to give the Wildcats the first down. They're on the 7-yard line. It's 1st and goal, Ignatius. First and goal, 7 yards needed. The snap, the handoff, Washington, an open lane to the end zone, touchdown. And now the decision in the hands of the Wildcats. Do you play for the tie and another overtime, or do you play for the win? And they will keep the offense out there. This is what you live for on Friday nights. The game hangs in the balance, and it comes down to this 2-point try. Ignatius looking for their 2nd win on the season. Fitch looking for their 3rd. Fitch all-time against the Wildcats, 1 and 2 in 3 previous meetings. A great ball game. 21-20 Fitch in front, but it all comes down to this. Spread out wide, but before a timeout to be called, and I think it was the Wildcats. We'll get the motion on this. It was. So St. Ignatius with a timeout called here in the overtime. They want to talk over this 2-point try that could potentially walk them out of Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium with a win. Quick conversation at the sideline. They bring everyone out. Actually looks like, is that Kilbane? It is. So they're now trying the extra point try. Likely, we'll see if they have any fakes in their back pocket. But the extra point try to tie it up at 21 apiece, and it is punched through and good. We're knotted back up at 21 even, heading to another overtime here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. Stay with us, folks. We'll be here to midnight if we have to after this.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on. Call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
How do you feel when you wake up? After a long day at work? Or what gets recharged more, you or your phone? Calm your mind.
Both teams meet in the middle again for the coin toss here in the second overtime now. Again, this will happen and occur every overtime we have to go to till we determine a winner and someone does lead on that scoreboard at the end of the night. This ain't the NFL. We don't play for ties in high school football. So the coin toss, we'll see. So Fitch winning the toss and electing to defer. So St. Ignatius to take the first possession of the second overtime. So really role reversal from what we saw in that first overtime, except Ignatius has to try to put the pressure on the Falcons. Fitch then would have the task in front of them and know exactly what they need to do if they need a touchdown for a tie or a win. Grant Washington came through with the touchdown. Grant Washington's been active in tonight's contest, getting a rushing touchdown in that first overtime to knot it up 21 apiece. Ignatius with possession to start this second overtime. Papish gives the handoff to Washington, who delivered last time. Washington tackled after a gain of 2 to 3 on the first down carry. Bring up 2nd and 8 now for St. Ignatius. Joshua Papish returning to the huddle, making some substitutions. That was Sims coming out of the game, the receiver for Ignatius. He's come through with a couple big plays and catches down the stretch later in the portion of this game. Little confusion on the Ignatius side as Franzinger screaming at the Wildcats to get into the formation they've discussed. 25 seconds and ticking, and now shifting everything again. Trying to catch the Falcons off balance from under center. Joshua Papish takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to go play action with the extra passers. Defense coming in, looking to take him out, and they do. Bring him down. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. No, they tackle him for a loss. It's a sack as Papish behind the original line of scrimmage. Third down and about 12 or 13 needed now for the Wildcats. You're going to have 2 plays to get a first, though. No doubt they try for it on fourth. You have nothing to lose by doing so. Third down, big one. Wildcats looking to convert. A 3-receiver set. Papish with the snap, looking right, feeding left. Tackle immediately. It's out of the hands, and it's ruled incomplete. 4th down and 13 for St. Ignatius. Fitch needs one more defensive stand to have everything in front of him. But instead of the 4th down try, actually going to try for the field goal. It's going to be a longer attempt, but if you have the kicker that has the means to get it 40 yards booted to the uprights, you take that chance to get some points. You feel more comfortable with your kicker. You absolutely trust in your coach for these decisions. Snap is down, the kick is up. What a boot as it's through the uprights. No, it's not. It's wide right. Excuse me. I thought that one was aimed through the uprights. No, it hooked at the last second, and it's no good. So an empty possession for St. Ignatius, and the Falcons just need to put something on the scoreboard to walk out of here winners. What a contest this has been. Ignatius haven't been strangers to locking things up on defense. They really need the defensive side to come through big time on this one. Falcons sitting at the 20, needing points of any variety to walk out of here winners over St. Ignatius. Would be just the 2nd time in Fitch's history they've ever done that. The snap, the handoff goes to Richard. Richard looking for the outside. He gets tanked about 3 yards into the rush. They always say you learn through experience. Well, the freshman getting plenty of lessons today, but he is gutting himself through it and toughing it out, taking tackles from the big boy players over on Ignatius' side. A lot of seniors and juniors. And you talk about freshmen getting hit by seniors and juniors, it feels a little bit different. But nonetheless, a 1st down run goes for about a yard. Injury timeout on the field. We're taking a break here on YSNLive.com.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun, it all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Richard being helped off the field, assisted power. We obviously wish nothing but the best to Mr. DeAndre Richard. Hopefully see him back out on the field as soon as possible. Never want to see anyone go down with those type of injuries of any type, really, in the game. So, of course, our thoughts are with Mr. DeAndre Richard. Falcons, 2nd down, 9 to go for a first. They need points to win the game. Vaughn cutting through the defensive line. He gets close to a first. He's going to be about 2 or 3 shy as he crossed out of bounds before the marker. Third down and 3 now for Fitch. Looking for a first. Important to note, though, the Falcons can elect to go for a field goal. Should they make it, it would still be good for a win. You want to evade turnovers of any type in this situation. Can't afford to have them if you're Fitch. The snap. Vaughn looks for an opening. He cuts through and he gets the first down. Nice run by Deshaun Vaughn, placing him just shy of the 5. And a 1st down and goal set up for Fitch. A little slow to get up one of the Wildcats, and there's another injury timeout on the field. The question becomes for both these coaches, should this go to an additional overtime? Does going for two start to become a lot more appealing for either side? You don't want to keep leaving your guys out here. We're seeing injury timeouts happening every time, but nothing too serious yet. But do you really want to keep rolling the dice? These kids have been playing a whale of a game. It's not just been 48 minutes plus. It's been 48 minutes of everything you got type football. That's what these athletes are all leaving it out there. Getting helped off the field. Well, not really. Rather just walking himself off the field. That's number 32 for the Wildcats, Tommy McManaman. Fitch, first and goal. They stand just at the 7-yard line. Touchdown or field goal wins it for Fitch. Snap, the fake on the handoff. Vaughn keeps it himself, takes the tackle inside the 10. It's second down. Second down and 8. And they're going to go for the field goal try, rather, instead of take their chances offensively. They want the 3 to win it. Anthony Ruggles looks to be a hero in the contest tonight for Fitch. He's perfect, 3 for 3 in extra point tries. The snap is down, the kick is up, it's hooking, and it is through. Put it through the uprights. It's an Austintown Fitch Falcon winner on a walk-off field goal from Anthony Ruggles. A 24-21 win over St. Ignatius. Just the second time in Falcon history that they have come across victorious against the Wildcats. What a game this was tonight, though. These two teams, you want to talk about leaving everything out on the field, and just an entertaining high school football game through and through, 48 minutes plus, double overtime. Both these teams absolutely emptied their tank, left nothing in them at the end of this one. And this is a game that, hey, if this is maybe a yearly thing, bi-yearly thing, sign me up for it. I take this matchup every single Friday, twice on Sunday, and then some after it. What a great contest between two incredible football teams as the Falcons walk away 24-21 victors over the Wildcats. They are now 3-1 on the season. The loss for St. Ignatius puts them to 1-3 on the campaign, as both these teams now will look ahead to a Week 5 contest with Austintown Fitch set up to take on Stowe Monroe Falls next week right here at home in front of the Austintown Fitch Falcon faithful crowd. As for St. Ignatius, they will look to right the ship against another tough opponent. They will be hosting in the Archbishop Hoban Knights, who are currently 3-0. They play Akron East tomorrow, and you can, of course, find that matchup on ysnlive.com. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of high school football on ysnlive.com. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance tonight. To our GM, Steve Leslie, who with his work with Bobstein Park Baseball, YSU Football, ysnlive.com, the many hats that Mr. Leslie wears, and we thank him for each and every single one of them. And most importantly, to all of you who help support these kids, schools, and communities by tuning in tonight. It is your support that really and truly keeps us coming back each and every year for all these high school teams, and we appreciate it. If you are from the St. Ignatius area supporting the Wildcats, maybe getting your first taste of ysnlive.com, we want to thank you and hope you enjoyed the ride with YSN tonight. I want to remind you that YSN Live is a completely free service to schools. So if you want to find out how to get YSN Live involved at your school, contact your school's athletic director or contact us email us, in fact, at info@ysnlive.com. Or if you're right here in the Austintown Fitch Falcon community supporting your Falcons, I want to thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Austintown Fitch Falcons football, but also ysnlive.com, or wherever you may be in the sport of high school football. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.